Happy Wednesday. It's still Wednesday.
Wednesday, my dude.
It's Wednesday, my dude. How are you doing? How was that break for you? What'd you do?
That break was lovely. I went for a walk, and then I picked up some dinner / supper. I had like literally a moment of the muse
Ooh.
as we talked about the final image of my novel. So I just like had to write down every thought I had about that. So like literally waiting for my food, just like on my phone at the diner, just like tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it, tap. So I wrote like the base outline of the final image, which is gonna be
I'm so excited
about it. What a perfect cherry on top of a half-baked novel.
Yeah, but you know, I like things that are underbaked. I won't lie.
I like them al dente, so I guess overcooked? Question mark.
Perfectly cooked? Is that not what al dente means?
I thought al dente was like chewy.
Oh,
Something is al dente is like chewy. So like pasta al dente is chewy pasta instead of like, you know, I guess viscous pasta. I don't know. I'm not Italian.
Viscous pasta? I'm not Italian either.
You know,
and I
you
don't
have
know
pasta and it's like, it's very like, you know, it's boiled too long, so it's very chewy.
Okay. Yeah, and it's almost like falling apart.
Could be wrong though. I'm not a chef either.
Oh, it's less cook.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I like. Regardless, I like when my cookies are underbaked. Is what I'm trying to say, because I love an underbaked cookie. I like a soft chew.
Oh no, I needed crisp. I needed like crisps, just like
oof.
crack.
Oh my god, no. Anyway,
I want to eat gravel.
Fuck yeah, concrete.
That's my preferred state of cookie.
Still chewy, so maybe not undercooked, but there you go. My break was good as well. I made buffalo chicken dip, ate that, consumed it, watched some YouTube, and then just got trapped in a conversation because I was like, I'm gonna take my dishes down and get myself another Coke so we can
big mistake.
Work.
Huge
big mistake. And like here's the thing, I told my parents, I was like, hey, I'm having a weekend with Steve and we're gonna do a lot of writing this weekend. My mom's been very respectful of that. But as I'm walking downstairs, my dad's sitting on the couch and he goes, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? And I'm like, I have 30 seconds, sir. And he's like, do you want me to get you windshield wipers? And I was like, yes. He's like, what kind? I said, I don't know. Just buy a pair, a set, a thing. I'm like, you know better than I trust you. Just tell me what the bill is. Like, so that's what it was. It was actually Father Eyeballs. And it wasn't even really a chat. It was just like him being like, well, do you want this brand or this brand? And I'm like,
I don't care.
Don't know. I don't care. I have absolutely zero context for any of the words that are coming out of your mouth. My mom was like, just leave. And I was like, thank you. See you later.
Looking out for the team. We love her.
She was. She's been very okay with it. Yeah. Yeah, Father Eyeballs. He's
I feel like Mother and Father Eyeballs needs to be like two minor deities somewhere in the pantheon that is the Troublemakers.
They really are. I mean, yeah, because they're always just like, you know, just slightly off screen.
Yeah. Like an omniscient narrator.
Yeah. That's what I said. I'm like, I don't know. Whatever.
Kind of like the parents in oh my god. This Norwegian show, like a teen show, it has like parental moments, but you never see the faces of the parents. They're always just like, you know, cropped at the neck or like, you know, from the back. As with Cerebellum from Powerpuff Girls, you know, just neck down. That's sort of your parents. Like. They're just there, but they're not really there.
Or like, you know, the parents from Charlie Brown were like, mer, 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 mer.
Goddess of yapping, truly.
She and my brother are so yap heavy. And this is why it was a shock that it was my father this time. Because he likes to yap too, but he's not like super, super yap heavy. Anyway, yeah.
Also, I like how you're calling your mother and brother out on yapping. Like, as if you're not cut from the same cloth. Is yap.
Well, yes. I mean, literally, I think there was a stream one time though that my brother called, and we'd been playing phone tag for a couple of days, and so I finally picked up, and I was like, hey, yeah, like I'm hanging out with my friends, like I can only talk for a minute. Cut to 3 fucking hours later, the stream Grape and Wallace, take over the stream, run it for me, end it while I'm still on the phone. But it's fine.
Yeah.
It's okay. We love my family. We do.
We do love yapping. I love listening to yapping. At least you know my Britney Spears theory of yappability.
Yeah. I do love to yap. Like, it's a good thing, but not when you're trying to entertain your friends on the internet, unless you're yapping to entertain your friends on the internet.
That is also fair.
Yeah, I love how buying windshield wipers is a big decision. I want to buy a car soonish, and then not knowing what the heck I'm doing is very scary. It'll be okay, Marta. Honestly, I do not find having my own car very scary. And honestly, the internet is your biggest friend, greatest friend when it comes to like windshield wipers. You know, if your car dies, if you need to jump it again, hopefully you get a new car so you won't have to jump it.
You just need to make like a hotline for Mr. Eyeballs, like a car help hotline.
I mean, yeah, honestly, like if you have any troubles with your car, like my dad's not a mechanic, but he does do all of our cars things for our family. My husband came to ask me to help him with something as soon as the sprint started, but I couldn't say no because it's his birthday.
It's not your fault that he's born today.
That's so cute, actually. Also, your husband and Bear having the same birthday. That's so funny.
Maybe Wendy's husband is also a bear.
Well, maybe. All right, we're gonna say hi to our friends, and then we're gonna jump into a sprint. We're actually gonna try to keep it snappy today because we got work to do, people. So get on it, get ready, open your document while we're chatting. Keiko is here. Wendy's here. Hi, Nina. Hi, Susan. Nina officially made it to 15K, probably the hardest 1.6K I've ever had to write. So I've had to write so far, but we got there eventually. And you did it before our second stream. You're incredible. Big snaps, Nina. You did it. You made that's 5K over your 10K goal. So absolutely stunning. And we're back. Yes. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Martha. Hi, Heather. Still have 40 minutes left to hit my goal for the day. I might switch over to video editing after that or keep going if it's going well. We'll see. It is 7 p.m., so realistically I have 2 sprints left in me before my body decides it's bedtime. You're going to get it, though, Marta. I hate to inform you, though, that we're going to switch over to 30-minute sprints, but in 10-minute breaks. So if you just work through the break, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's okay. Hi, kid. The boys are back in town. Your timing could not be better. Hi, Lisa. Woke up thinking I missed the whole thing. Check the clock at 1:30. Check the stream. Not started yet. 10 out of 10. Iconic. We love to have you here, Lisa. Hello, Elena. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, no dog shenanigans today. The Wednesday that never ends. It's the never-ending Wednesday. Malin filmed a bit of the next vlog on Project Alien, had another moment of realization while filming, so that was a good break. Oh, I love iconic. I love Malin's fucking Project Alien vlogs. Like, they're some of my favorites on the internet. I'm obsessed. I need to tell him he will love sharing his birthday with a pup. Actually, Finley, one of our dogs, has her birthday tomorrow. She'll be 4. That's so cute. And that's Bear is 9. Can you believe Bear is 9?
It's just a puppy.
It's just a baby. You shouldn't have said you're going to keep us up to date. It means the opposite will happen. No. Saying that, my boyfriend's dad worked as a mechanic, but he tends to bullshit his way through conversations and make stuff up to sound smarter than he is, so not the most reliable source of information. I'm sorry. My dad's not like that, but he's also not a mechanic. Should have a hotline. He would be, I don't know how he would react to be like, there are people on the internet who want your expertise.
Something you're not an expert in.
Yeah, something you just like, you just kind of vibe with, you just learn to do, random shit. I'm sorry. We're trying to.
I mean, we could go 45-15.
We could, but I feel we're going to get less.
Starting 2 minutes, we can keep on track for like 3 hours.
All right. We can do it. We
can
do it.
Three 45-minute sprints.
I thought you had to leave at
11.
I thought we were, okay, which is
2 hours from now, or 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah. You just need an adult, really.
Sorry to inform you, Marta, you are the adult.
nor is the fact that I'm so excited next week. Oops.
Be the adult you want to see in the world.
Yeah. We're doing 3 hours for this one, I think. Correct? Did I do math right?
Yes. I'm doing 3 hours, and you can stay and wrap up whatever you need to wrap up.
We'll see. We'll see if I'm going to try so hard to get this last 2,300 words in.
I believe in you.
He might, but he's also kind of we have the same sense of humor, you know? So he would probably find a lot of the things that I find funny also funny. So, oh, I tried to clean the patio. There were wasps. No. Probably read because I need to get that TBR just down like ASAP. Ugh. Yeah. It's fine. We'll see. You guys will probably bully me.
Than actual rules.
Yeah, you guys will probably bully me into staying, but I don't know.
It's because I need to leave because I have a big presentation tomorrow as the office boy I have become. And I need to leave an hour earlier, which means 6 in the morning. So Oof. I can't stay up until midnight. Well, I can, but then I'll be tired from a big day tomorrow.
And we don't.
And I want to impress my boss. So
yeah, and I want you to do well because this is an important, exciting thing that is happening, and you worked so hard on your presentation. Okay, everyone, it's the 15-minute mark, which means we're doing a Tom 45. We've got Thomas here.
Sponsored by Squarespace.
Sponsored.
Sure.
Yep. Ads via Carbon. Fuck the Earth. 45 minutes. Go ahead.
Not fuck the Earth.
That's the end of our sprint. Let me put us there.
Love this.
Maybe I'll make us a little bigger, but we're gonna do it's a 15-minute break, and I'm gonna keep it on so we see that we're supposed to be doing things.
The pressure is on.
Pressure is on. Make us a little bigger. All right. How did you do for that sprint?
I'm so close to finishing the scene now. The War Council Stropic scene. I bridged one of the paragraphs to the main body of text. And now I just have the last paragraph to bridge to the body of text. So I think I'm going to be able to do that in the next sprint, which also means that I get to start the actual final battle.
Ooh.
I also folded some laundry because I was like, I need an entry point to the next chapter. What is it going to be? So I did some laundry folding, trying to kind of just like, do some menial tasks to get the wheels running. Not to sound too adult, but I'm getting really into these boxes that you store your bedding in.
Oh, okay.
So it's like
very almost 40 of you. ASMR. Love it.
I'm sorry. Like, you keep your bedding, not to expose my bedding, but you keep your bedding in here, and like, there's a sheet, there's bedding, there's pillowcases, everything I need for like one change of like bedding. And I just like, I don't know, I felt like Brie Vanderkamp from Desperate Housewives.
Very.
Just yes. Like, I have 4 of these, so I'm just like, I just pull this out of the closet and just like, time to change my bed, and like, I'd have to shift through drawers and like, oh, I have sheets here, and like I have bedding here, and like, oh my god, do I have clean bedding? I don't know, but like, here, I just pull out this box and I have everything in one go, and it's like a bedding binder. And it sparks joy. So I packed all my bedding that I watched this weekend, and in like these little cubicles. I have 4 of them, and I just thought it was so fun, and I wanted to share the joys of homemaking.
I love it. No, I'm obsessed, especially like I need to get like another set of bedding because the other day got all messed up because my washing machine unbalanced, and so my clothes were my bedding was so wet, and I was like trying to do it all in one day. And so I was trying to get it washed and then dried and then put it back on my bed. And I just it was so stressful. I had to pull out other things to put on my bed because my bedding still wasn't dried at that point, by the time I was trying to go to bed. So I need to invest in those bedding binders and have another set of bedding for myself.
I bought them on Amazon and they were like affordable.
Yeah, I love it.
And they come in different colors. I chose beige because I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
But I think you'd add like gray and black or something like. It's just like a binder for your bedding, and you get to just put it, in my closet, and just like it looks like I have my shit together.
It does. It's giving. I'm an adult
and you
with
can,
my Sophia scarf.
You can peep the bedding through the like little windows. You can see what it is, and it's like oblong. Is that the shape? It's like a rectangle, but not a square, if that makes sense. Or is it a square, but not a rectangle? Because it's longer than it's wider.
Then it's a rectangle, not a square. Yeah. It's a rectangle.
So like if you have much room, you can do it this way, but if you don't have much room, you can do it this way. And I just thought that was,
versatile.
That was a good design. Yeah, versatile queen. Anyway, I've been in my Marie Kondo era for a few years now. I'm extreme when it comes to like decluttering, throwing shit away. Nothing holds sentimental attachment to me to a fault.
You're ruthless.
Because I throw away shit and I'm like, wait, I kind of wanted to keep that.
Whoops.
In the moment, I'm just like, trash. So I don't keep anything. But that's kind of the mindset I have, because I have, as I said, my apartment is only 400 square feet or something. So I just need to be conscious about what I keep in it. And I can't be keeping like electronic boxes, trash. Shit doesn't serve me, trash. Like I have 4 sets of bedding now, and I'm going to declutter one of them because I don't need 4 sets. I need 1 on the bed, 1 clean, and then 1 in reserves in case I shit the bed and my washer is broken. So you don't need 2 in reserve.
You only need 1 in reserve.
Yeah. So, I'm going to declutter one of those. And like, I decluttered the cat picture that I had. Like, you guys were really attached to it. I'm like, what? Yeah. Oh, bye.
Yeah, I know. And the goat picture? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Or the ram? Was it a ram or what?
The ram, yeah. So definitely I am like Marie Kondo to a fault where I'll declutter stuff that, I kind of regret. And this is like the really unhealthy part in me, but I also don't have like the mental energy to resell stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm a throwaway kind of guy. Because just the thought of like taking pictures, putting up an ad, getting prices, agreeing to meet some random dude in a parking lot for like 50,
Yeah.
not even 50, but like $5. Like I don't,
it's not worth it.
Unless it's pristine and like, unless it's actually sellable,
Yeah.
I will just throw it. And we don't have any secondhand shops in my town. So there wasn't like, I couldn't hand it in anywhere either.
Because that's what I always do. I am constantly giving to the thrift shops and the Goodwills of our town.
So like, does Goodwill want my, my broken painting that I've been keeping for 10 years that is like, the frame is all warped? Does Goodwill want that? No.
Maybe.
Does Goodwill want my shirt that's missing a singular button that I probably could have repaired, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And that's the really unhealthy part of me. And I would like to work on that at some point in time. But I think for the peace of mind, I need to throw it, because also just stand in my apartment for literally months. I had these really cheap IKEA shoe cabinets that kind of fold out from the top. And I had them like not in my hallway, but because I live in a building, so my hallway has the hallway like the staircase. So this stood outside my door in the staircase for literal 3 months, and I never could bring myself to sell them. Not because of any sentimental value, but just the thought of like taking a picture, uploading them to Facebook Marketplace. It's too much.
And then they just sit in your apartment while you wait for them to sell. So like they could sit there for a while, and like you should just you want to have like the satisfaction of getting rid of it.
Media bench that I just try to sell because I got a new media console, and I try to sell the old one, and nobody's replied. It's been 3 weeks. It's been sitting out now on the stairwell for 3 weeks. I mean, yes, but an apartment building, and not everyone lives in a building. Some live in cabins, which I guess is a building. Some live in hotels, which is also a building. Some live in huts.
also a building. Some people don't have homes.
Yeah, some people don't have homes, and some people live on boats.
Yeah, I guess a boat is not a building. A boat's a boat. There you go. No,
unless it's a houseboat. I would love to be a houseboat boilie.
Oof, no. Couldn't be me.
Oh, you don't want to live on a houseboat?
Mm-mm.
There's something tantalizing about the immediate danger of having all my valuables sink to the bottom of a fjord. I don't know. I think it'd keep me horny.
Yeah. I don't want that. I also don't want to live in like a van. I could not do van life either. Like fully.
No, van life I couldn't. I need
space.
I'm a homebody, so I need my pace. I need my space to be cozy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's what I did for that sprint, and the line I'm sharing.
I love
because we're on a timer.
7 minutes of just chitty chat. The people hate us.
Let's see. This is them coming up with a plan for the final battle. And one of my team members is suggesting just blowing everything up because she's a demolition expert.
I love it.
And the colonel in charge says, Colonel Smith glanced at the map. I like the way you think, Miss Morales, but we don't have anyone reckless enough to take on such a mission. And it's going to be my main character. So.
Except you do.
Yeah.
I wrote 800 words that sprint. I am almost at 60,000 words, which can you fucking believe? That's crazy.
That is incredible.
I am like kind of shook by it, and we are officially at the party, but like nothing has really gone down yet. We just
making the rounds.
Well, yeah, it's like Ariel has arrived, and he saw Claudia Ricci and was like, oh God, I'm actually gonna have to meet her fucking siblings and her fucking family today. So he is like, I'm gonna go get drinks, and like panic scurries away.
Yeah, what always helps? Alcohol.
Well, he doesn't drink, but the two friends he brought with him do drink. And so he's like, I'll get you guys drinks and you guys can mingle. He just leaves them.
He is an acts of service, love language kind of guy.
Yeah, he's like, let me just go get you guys drinks real quick. Like, let me just scoot away. And they're like, okay. What a little weirdo. Anyway, so then, so the lines that I'll share his warm fingers curl around his wrist, and he stumbles back into the darkness. Oh, Ariel says, twisting to find Leo has yanked him into the gym laundry room off the kitchen. All of his nerves jolt away in relief. It's quiet with the door closed. The muffled sounds of the party drift over, and Ariel's heart hammers at the thrill of someone potentially catching them.
Salacious.
No one will catch them with this scene, but
like all the bits you've shared, Octavia is like, they're always chatting about emotional stuff, and like there's always this emotional connection. While Leo's very physical, he always touching him, always like hands on hips, hands on wrists. He's very like, let me just grab.
He is tactile. Leo is very tactile boy. He likes it.
I have that for him.
Yeah, it's just kind of funny how that is. Oh my god, this is kind of the vibe. The world's best tennis player is getting down to the window, to the wall.
To the wall.
Yes, that's the vibe, and it's also a pajama party, so it's gonna be fun. We're having a fun time. Let's go over what our friends did. We had Elisa join in. They're doing maintenance. Sadly, breakfast sprint it is at 3:00. I love it. I love the dedication to breakfast. Neon Moon is so annoying because YouTube didn't notify, but glad you're here. Hope you got some work done. Jessica did no writing that sprint. I ate my food, watched YouTube videos, and stared off into space. While not stared off into space, thinking not about my story. What were you thinking about? Another story, a different story, or just nothing at all? Just disassociating. Into
Rachel Berry's audition career.
Oh yeah,
I can see myself just like being like one of those, not like beauty pageant girls, but like one of those audition moms or whatever it's called.
Oh, dance mom.
Yeah, not a dance mom, but like for auditions. So like, Rachel, like vocal warm-ups today. Tomorrow we're doing song time.
Have you used your humidifier to make sure your voice is perfect?
Yeah.
Lisa says, I did some new condition related Googling, talked to Malin, LOL, and then tried to work on my stuff, and it said no, so I'm eating breakfast. Sounds lovely. Hi, Green Ruled. Good afternoon. LM. Hi, LM. Hey, Hippo. Got 1,195. Truly size hippoing it up today. I love that.
I love the hippo bow combo.
It's so cute. A little hippo and a bow. Adorable. Malin got 421 words and feeling good about the direction of the scene. The ship is finally leaving Earth. Lol, only took 16K words. Susan is still subbing short stories. I swear I'm going to switch to writing words soon. You got this.
You got a couple of hours left, Susan, so you'll be fine. Hello, Becca.
Becca, hi, how are you? Wendy finished the scene. I got 406 on the next scene. Woo! Yeah, I've been through way too many cycles of Marie Kondo to maximalist. Balance? I don't know her. Yeah, I think I've landed on the side that I'm a maximalist, so.
Oh, I hate clutter. I like clean
surfaces.
Sorry. I could not live your life, Katie. I've seen hell, and is your bedroom. And I mean that affectionately.
Yeah, it could be better. It could be better, but I am not a Marie Kondo. I like having stuff, so. But that's okay. That's why we can't. That's why we don't live together, and I don't think we ever will.
Yeah, that's the only reason why.
Yeah. The only reason. Otherwise,
you live at home with your parents.
Yeah, or the fact that you know that you're in Norway,
and there's an ocean apart.
Or an ocean apart. Oh.
I'm sorry. I meant that affectionately.
I know. I took it affectionately. I think it's funny. Marta wrote through the start of the break because I'm so damn close to finishing that chapter. But we're done with chapter 13, and also now 12 minutes ahead. Amazing job, Marta. I'm so proud of you. Now I just need to not fall behind for the next few days, and we're good. You got this, because we have more sprint to do if you wish to work. I feel like Wallace is the one in the group who gives Dance Mom energy.
Not Dance Mom, but she is Momager, capital M.
She's Momager.
Sure. Whenever we're having like any sort of emotions, like vlog it.
Yeah, she's like, make the content. Put out
she's
content.
Like, go, Kylie,
go. Just so proud.
Yeah, but in like a Kris Jenner kind of way, and not like an Abby Lee Middle kind of way.
Yeah, she's not like super, like she's not like pushing us because she's not living vicariously through us like Abby Lee Miller does with her daughter, like whatever the fuck her name is. I'm so sorry to that child, who's probably not a child anymore. She's probably my age. Fabulous. Get to work. It's been keeping me going. It's so hard for me lately. Let me see. Oh, we had a line. This will be our last comment from Wendy. He could feel that dark, gaping thing he'd been fighting for years. Felt it loom so much closer. Words of deprecation and accusation spilled from it like smoke, so thick and noxious he could choke. Ooh,
I love the word
boy.
loom, though.
It's so nice. So sorry, friends. To get back to work, even though, and dream of buying a castle. I have to write my book, though, so I have money for it. All right, 45 more minutes. There he is, working on his novel. All right, that's the end of our sprint.
I did well. I finished scene 50, so I'm now on to 51. I had a shower and a shave in preparation for tomorrow. And
Sway.
then did some thoughting about how I wanted to kind of open this next chapter. And then I wrote a paragraph for the opening once I landed on like what's going on.
I love that.
What's the vibe? This is what I did.
Are you going to share?
Sure, I can share the opening paragraph.
Yes, give it to us.
Let's see. So this is like we cut off after he draws the short straw, and the implications are that he's going to do the mission, and we cut right to the start of the mission. Because this is a ending, so we need to pick up the pace. Cassidy stared into the hole in the ground, a little Hobbit reference. The metal bars covering it were rusted, and 2 bars on the side had broken off, leaving enough gap for a person to squeeze through. You're one unlucky son of a gun, Talos said, as she gently nudged the satchel strapped to his shoulder, making sure it was secured. You must have greatly offended someone in a previous life. Cassidy smiled half-heartedly. Lady Luck has always had it out for the Chase family. He glanced over at Madeline, and she glared back with her arms crossed and her lips thin with disapproval. He quickly broke the stare and turned his focus to the dark hole in front of them, and tried to memorize the grenade he carried in the satchel. So, twist 1 for a minute and twice for 5? He asked Tala again. No, she sighed. Twist twice left for 3 minutes, and once right for 60 seconds. The timer can be fickle sometimes, so no matter which way you twist, make sure to get the fuck out of the way before they detonate.
Oh, no. I love that, but it's like, oh, no.
Yeah. My boy should not be carrying explosives, but
He should not. But this is how it is. This is the way it is. I love the
way it is.
The Lady Luck has always had it out for the Chase family, and then we get like a little description of Madeline. I love it. So good.
Yeah, because she's onto it. She's onto it. She knows something's up.
She knows. She's like, you cannot hide from me.
Yeah, the game is rigged. This is going to be like some background dumpy information, but in the first half of the novel, because the family is sort of ostracized from the society in town, because there's this legend that a Chase man once upon a dream sold his soul to the devil in return for being a good shot, because the family is known for being a good shot, and like that he sold his soul to the devil for his shooting abilities. So like the family's always been ostracized. So they speak a lot of the family curse. And there's events in the beginning of the novel that kind of like enforces the curse, well, the belief in the curse anyway.
Yeah.
And I think my main character Cassidy, he's like, you know what, Lady Luck, she's gonna get to me one day. So
that day's today.
I'm gonna go kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
So he's kind of like, just a cowboy.
He's just a boy.
Hit him with grenades.
Oh no. Oh, who's giving him grenades? Love that background lore. I do too. I like that a lot.
I mean, it's Chekhov's grenade at this point, I think.
It is. It really is. And I love Chekhov, so I love when there's.
But the danger is that, now that I've set up Chekhov's grenade, I have to utilize it somehow, and I don't fucking know, because I haven't outlined, so fuck if I know what he's doing with them grenades, but
he's got them, and now you have grenades to play with.
Which is a fun tool.
I like it a lot. It's a lot of fun.
And it sort of mirrors the opening of the novel too, except he uses dynamite sticks back then, so
yeah,
sort of like
he is also in a hole, if I remember correctly.
Yes, they're in like a
cave,
a cul-de-sac, like canyon dead end or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a creature.
So it's like mirroring the beginning,
which I love. I love a little parallel. Playoffs are for draft 2, as confirmed by the story grid, which I did finish.
Dang.
I love that.
I know. I just need to set up shit now, and then I need to, comb through the shit in later drafts.
Fix it in
But I do
post, as we say.
yeah, I do think I have the remnants of a novel and a story, capital S story, somewhere in this draft. So that's all I can hope for.
She feels very book shaped to me from what you've read and like the way you talk about it. And like we've obviously talked about it more in depth than on live, but it feels book shaped to me.
Yeah. Too bad I'm writing a dead genre. So
no, people. I feel like it's coming back. At least people on our Discord, who is the best street team we could have, are very intrigued and wanting it.
Definitely like
a contingent of very loyal Western people.
But like culturally too, I think we talked about it some on our Wednesday streams, like the resurgence of trad wives and conservatism and like right wing extremists. I think the Western is such an American. I don't know what to call it. It's such a integral part of the American history. So I think it's natural that it's making a resurgence now that things are getting more conservative and people are looking for the wrong reason, but like the roots of America and cowboys and the Great Expansion. And like obviously, like Howard Taco did the Cowboy Polish, Beyonce released a cowboy album, Sabrina Carpenter's released cowboy music, and who else is making a cowboy album? Someone else in the music industry is like Chappell Roan with a country
Chappell
song.
Roan, yeah. I think they'll definitely be. I think there's always room for cowboy media. I just like it's because like Westworld was several years ago and it was really popular and people loved Westworld. I think it's just like a different spin on like a classic cowboy. I mean, Yellowstone is still really popular, which is a modern cowboy vibe.
Oh, Helen Mirren in Yellowstone. Irreverent.
Delicious.
I don't know if you've seen it, but
I haven't. I've seen her. I've seen like pictures of her in it. I've never seen Yellowstone itself, but
well, the picture is all you need. Truly,
that's all I need. Whew. Stunning.
I love Helen Mirren.
Stunning woman.
How did you do, my love?
I did very well. I am over 60,000 words in this draft.
Wow. How many words for the day?
I am at how many words am I at for today? I don't know, but I'm at 1,875 for the current thing and I only have like, let me tell you really quickly how many words I have left to get. So I'm going to get them on the next sprint. I have 425 words to get to 4K.
You can do it. And then that's another day in the box.
It's another day in the box. Another ticked up.
And like you still have evening left, so.
And I do. I can do whatever I want. I could write more. I could vibe. I could like brainstorm what happens in the order that they happen. Anyway, so we're fully in the party now. We've moved from the laundry room. Don't worry.
I don't know. The laundry room was kind of hot though.
It was.
I shall say.
I know. I was like, I could keep going here, but I was like, no. I promised a party. We'll do a party. We can fix it in post if I need to. Okay. So basically, Ariel and Leo leave the laundry room. He picks up drinks and then he goes back outside. And now he's in a circle with his two friends and Claudia.
Dance circle.
It's not even a dance circle. They're just chatting. Anyway, Leo is holding two of the drinks. And here we go. So that's the context. Both of these are for Hector, Ariel says, jerking his chin to him. He flashes his crooked smile at Leo and takes them from Leo. That's a bad sentence, but whatever, we move. God, we must move. Oh, God, Ariel, you make me look like such an alcoholic. Our Hector laughs, but wastes no time tipping the Jello shot into his mouth. Oh, it's very strong, he says, shivering at the bite. Ah, the jelly guns. Those are my addition, Claudia says. Grazie mille, Americana. She claps Remy Roland on the shoulder. Sorry, I can't speak. On the shoulder. Jello shots, Claudia, Remy says, fond exasperation in her voice. Claudia waves her off. Same thing. Then she lowers her voice and starts up whatever conversation she was having with Hector before they came over. Marcel takes this moment to steal the whiskey from Ariel's hand. They're fast, friend, Marcel mutters to Ariel. No good gossip. Try saying that again. You sound far too fond, Ariel teases, and Marcel punches his shoulder, too late to actually convey anger. Fuck off, he says into his whiskey. Fuck off, he says into his whiskey. There you go.
I love Claudia, and I see myself in her because I too will just make up shit and it's headcanon. Like whatever you say, baby, I'm Shakespeare.
That's why I was like, that's the thing about Claudia is she will, if there's a phrase to get wrong in English, she will get it wrong.
I see myself
And
in her.
I was like, how could she fuck up Jello shots? I'm like, jelly guns, slay.
Slay.
And that's also why I put
Yeah.
Remy in the scene, because it's always Remy. Because also in Backhanded Compliments, there's multiple scenes where she'll say stuff wrong, and Remy, the American, will correct her on it. So just another instance of that popping up again. Yeah, tag yourself.
If she ever want to say "get off my casket," I bequeath it to her.
Oh, thank you. Maybe one day.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this. Like, Backhanded Compliments, you know, will forever be my first love. But this book is just, I'm so excited.
I know this one's super fun, and I'm very, very excited about it. I'm really enjoying it, which is, you know, supposed to be fun. So we're having fun.
Good.
Attack yourself by Marcel. Steals a whiskey.
I mean, obviously, I'm Claudia.
You are. Who would I don't even know who I would be. I'm Ariel. I'm nervous.
Yep. I was about to say you give Ariel energy.
Yeah.
She's very Ziva coded from NCIS, which I love Ziva.
You know what? I'll take it. I love Ziva too. Love giving a character a quirk and then having to work too hard at it sometimes. I know. I literally spent like 5 minutes being like, what could you call it? Like, what is a jelly shot in Italian? And I was like, she wouldn't fuck it up in Italian. Like, I don't know. So I was like Googling, and then I was like, whatever. So it's very fun. Let's see what our friends did, because we yapped all through our break as we were supposed to. We did lose a Jessica and a Hippo. Good luck to everyone in the sprints. And we had a Tia join us though. Hello.
Hello, Tia.
Lisa did a little work on my clerical project, ate some breakfast, did some more looking into new diagnosis, and contacted a doctor. That's incredible. You are just so productive, Lisa. And discovered my new med should be fully active by my birthday. When's your birthday, Lisa? So I can put it on the calendar.
Dox yourself, Lisa.
Dox yourself. It might already be on the calendar, actually. But tell me again anyway. Malin ate dinner and got 350 words in. Awesome. Marta spent that time getting my work and gym bag ready for tomorrow. Showered, got comfy, and started catching up on YouTube videos I missed while traveling. That sounds like such a wonderful cooldown sprint. I love it. Wendy got 566. Elena got 479 and some online shopping. Awesome. We have a line from Malin. Then we're weightless, spacebound, a small dot, insignificant, flashing through the night sky of the city below us, of the planet below us. I breathe out and Saturn's grip loosens on my arm. Ooh, I like it.
That was hot.
That was great. Ooh. Tia's going over feedback for chapter 1 and having an existential crisis, but like, what's new for me? You know, you got this, Tia. I'm giving you my moral support vibes sent into the ether to you.
Phalanges, dancing phalanges.
Dancing phalanges. Have a little line from Wendy. Hey, he said, managing a bit of a smile. Uncle Nate got you a stuffed piano. He held it up, but she turned down the hall without looking. Tess, it has a face. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh.
So dancing piano. A stuffed piano.
Like a stuffy toy?
Oh. I thought it was food. Sorry.
Oh. What's going on with his daughter? What's going on with his daughter? Why does she seem to be sad about things? What have you done to her, Wendy?
Why don't you want to play the piano?
Why is she not talking to her dad? Don't make me sad. Yeah. Cowboy is a hard genre for me because of colonization and genocide, bad. But hot men in hats on horses, good. Dichotomies.
I mean, yes. I am taking the artistic liberty of removing the genocide and colonization from my book. To be fair, it's set in an alternate universe where more supernatural things have happened. So, you know, the focus really shifted from genocide to like, oh, survival of the species.
Yeah. Yeah. I love jelly guns, though. I think I'm going to call them that now. All right, perfect. I'm going to add it to the calendar if it's not there already. I feel somewhere between Ariel and Octavia TBH. Nervous, having a crisis, in pain, but fun. I have a line from Neon Moon, which is, I squeaked an alarm as a rat rushed out of the briefcase, vanishing into the odorous shadows under the dumpster. Oh my god, Nana. What's in the briefcase?
What's in the box?
Oh no. Another sprint, friends. One more sprint. We have the last sprint, and then we're going to be getting out of here. We're in the dark moment of things. So things are bad, but only so they can get better once we get through it. Oh, but Wendy, I'm sad. It's okay. It's worth it. Pop us over here. 45 minutes. Or do you want to do a shorter sprint, Steeg, so we can chat more?
I could do a 30, maybe.
Right. Let's do a little. Oop.
Marta has gotten her time, so.
She has. There we go. A little 30 as our like cooldown sprint. Bye, Marta.
Bye, Marta.
Glad to see you. Many kisses. Have a good night and a good week at work. All right, everyone else, get to work. You better work.
You better work.
All right, that's the end of our sprint, the end of the panic weekend. We've reached it. We've done it.
And we didn't even panic.
There was no panic. We were all fine the entire time.
We were not late at all.
Not even once.
But twice.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe even 3 times.
Who's counting, Katie? That's what I want to know. Who's counting?
Not me. I can't do math. How'd you do for that sprint?
I did some more writing. I did a little throwback thing that I'm going to read for a line, and I was just like, oh no, emotions.
Oh no.
I'm at 1,254 today, and we have entered the belly of the beast.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. That's so awesome. You did so incredible. Like, what the fuck?
Actually, can I read two things? Because they're, yeah.
Absolutely. This is our show.
This is our show. Mist clung to the clearing, making him shudder. It was watching them. He was sure of it, like it always did. He leaned forward and glared into the dark abyss of the hole, gaping like a hungry maw at him. The pale light of day revealed the crooked outline of a metal ladder going down the side of the shaft. Benjamin gripped his arm, the touch sending a jolt of comfort through him. Be careful, all right, he said, and kissed him. Always, Catherine replied, and attempted to calm him with a smile. I couldn't leave you alone to raise 2 dogs now, could I?
Oh no, my heart.
Yeah.
Not the dog.
So that's the throwback that I was like, let me just bring that back here. And what I actually want to share was, I'm trying this sort of belly of the beast situation. So I worked on some description, very short description. He flicked on his lantern. The flames sputtered before casting a dim orange glow down the tunnel ahead. Jagged beams jutted from the walls like the ribs of a dead beast, and silver veins shimmered faintly in the rock, pulsing where they caught in the light.
Ooh, I like that. I'm a fan.
And that's it.
I like it. Great.
1,250 days. Nope. Words for the day.
That's so awesome. And as someone who you're like, I get like 300 words and I'm good. Like, look at you just tripling that. Quadrupling, even. If I could do math.
Quadrupling, even. I checked the history, and I've written 3 days this month with over 1,000 words, which doesn't sound like a lot, I know, but it's a lot for me.
Yeah, it's a good progress. You're like slow but steady, and like you're moving forward. Like, we're in the end game now.
Truly.
Oh, so wild. Oh,
how did you do, friend?
I did well. I hit my word count, so I pulled up TrackBear so that I can actually like effectively look at this.
Oh, let me do that too.
I finished with like 20. I finished 25 minutes. Like after 25 minutes, so I had like 5 to 10 minutes, whatever, how many times, whatever math is, to fix my TrackBear, or not fix my TrackBear, but pull it up. Update. Thank you. That is the word. I'm out of words. And I've written 4,154 words today, which means I've hit my goal. And I am at 61,186 words for the manuscript. Oh,
that is incredible. Dang, son.
It's really coming together, you know? It's all coming together now. And then the lines that I will share are we finally get a little official bigger meeting between Ariel and Claudia. So she
Fingers crossed.
I know.
R.I.P. my man.
R.I.P. Good luck, baby.
Good luck, babe.
She cuts through their circle. Nice to see you again, she says. And before he can say anything, she's thrown her arms around his neck in a quick hug, pressing her body against his, the contours of her body hard with muscle. Yeah, hi, he says into her shoulder, water sloshing over his hand from his glass. The hug is quick, thankfully, but when she pulls back, she keeps close, studying his face. Upon first glance, they don't look much like sisters. Claudia is fair-haired and bronze-skinned, while Octavia is dark-haired and pale-skinned. Before, he hadn't captured the details of Octavia's face up close, but now, up close, he sees the similarities between them. The slim slope of their noses, the thick arch of their brows, and the shape of their brilliant green eyes. But Claudia's eyes are a softer sage, Softer sage, less bright and piercing, less contrasted because her hair and brows are light gold, but they're no less discerning. Thank you for coming to our party, Claudia says after a beat, her face transforming into a brilliant grin. Happy birthday, he says. Belated, I guess. Claudia laughs. Oh, yes. She curls her arm around his neck, guiding him out of their circle of friends and across the lawn. Mine is the closest to now of the four of us. April 1st. Silly day in America, which is probably why it's my birthday. April Fool? Ariel asks, blinking. Claudia clicks her tongue. That's right, same thing. She smirks. Sorry for dragging you off like this, but this is sister protocol. Even if I am the silly one in the family. Come sit. I promise it'll be painless. Sister protocol? He questions. He expected an interrogation of sorts from Livia Ricci, but Claudia has caught him off guard. There you go.
He is in danger.
He is in danger.
Love that. Yeah, I agree with Nia. I mean, the sensory details are astonishing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. She's a silly goose. And she's pretending to be more of a silly goose because she's
deflecting.
She's deflecting. So she's very funny. I like her. And then we're gonna meet Livia too. Don't worry. I have Livia's introduction as well. And yeah. He is very much in danger. And then Octavia will swoop in and save him. She'll be like glaring at her sisters, and her sisters will be like, "What's the problem, bestie? Got a secret you want to tell us?"
Do anything wrong?
It's like, come on. And Octavia's like, "How dare you?"
Reach your sister dynamic for sure.
I know, I love them. And then there's Juliet, who's like fully just like hanging out with her girlfriend.
Yeah, she is unbothered.com.
She is. She's like, I do not care. I am happy. I am happy girl, happy woman, happy wife,
you know
happy
what to
life.
Say? Happy wife, happy life.
Exactly. Let's see how our friends did, and then we're gonna skedaddle out of here, because so Steve can have a good presentation tomorrow, and I can go take a nap. Malin is at 1,369 for the stream. Thank you guys so much for progress than I thought I'd do today. Absolutely amazing, Malin.
And you cleared your patio and had a shower. Amazing.
Like, you're cruising. Much better. Amazing. Susan had to restart the computer again, then 483 words, which is still good progress. In 30 minutes, slay. Lisa finished number 2 of the list I made last night, but then I tried to add it up and I'm off by several hours and don't know why. Oh,
I'm so sorry, Lisa. I also don't know why.
I don't know why. Wendy's up to 2,892 words for the day. Yes. Amazing. You're killing it, Wendy. Amazing. Stieg. Ma, stealing that.
Anything that's a whole can be a ma. That's my
everything's a ma
when I describe things.
I love the word ma. So evocative.
It is very evocative.
Visceral. We have a line from Miss Mullen, which is, his eyes light up when he speaks of her, pure adoration in his voice. This guy loves his sisters, it's pretty clear. What must that feel like, to let yourself grow closer to others, to keep those relationships tight, despite knowing your life is in danger in every mission you take?
Who's to say, Malin? Who's to say?
Also, I love a man with sisters.
That is hot.
Yeah, especially, when they love each other. Oh, I love siblings. I love sibling dynamics. Oh no, sorry. Elena got 383 words. Awesome. Lisa says, I have to make another spreadsheet to figure out if I added wrong the first time since I wasn't using a sheet at the time. Okay, well, I love a spreadsheet, so more power to you. I love a spreadsheet, even though I'm also terrible at keeping track of them, and that's why I like TrackBear.
I think I'm going to use TrackBear to track my progress going forward, not just for public leaderboards, but like monthly progress. I made one for April that goes alongside the leaderboard one, of course. But it really was helpful to kind of just keep on track. I like the graphs. I like the little stats.
Me too. I also like how you can have multiple projects and see the multiple way the projects are, and they're all together, and set your own goals. So I will also be continuing to use TrackBear moving forward. Yeah. I think I'll start using. We can make one for May as just not even a if people want like us to make a leaderboard for May, and that's like not like a challenge thing, but just to keep us all together, because RIP to my sheets, but they were lacking in certain ways. They were very like one-dimensional, I think, and Track Fair gives us that dimensionality. And Susan loves Track Fair too. I think we should do a leaderboard every month. I agree. I like it. But it is not the end of April yet. We still have 3 days to hit our goals.
3 whole days.
I have 3 days to write 30,000 words, which is not going to happen, but we're going to get close.
Dang.
I'm going to get halfway, almost half. I'm going to write 12K. So I'll get halfway to how many words I need, but it's okay. We're fine. We're good. 85,000 was really ambitious.
Nothing is on fire.
Oh, except everything. It's fine. We're fine. We're cool. It's fine.
Yeah. Shut up.
Listen, it's possible.
Rosalie.
Shut up, Rosalie. I still do the yearly sheet for word count. Yeah, I do too. I keep that. Yeah. But they said part of me likes the leaderboard. Another part of me thinks it will be less special if we do it every month. But I do like them both a lot. We can put up a poll in the Discord maybe. IDK, everything is a spiral of self-pity at the moment, but I'm have to let him wallow a bit, right? So the line is guilt wrapped around him. Its barbed tentacles renewing their all too familiar grip. Ooh. I like barbed as a verb.
Very.
It's a good verb.
Descriptive.
Very. All right. Any final words, Stieg, for the people?
No. Thank you so much, everyone, for participating in these shenanigans. Who knows to say if we'll do it again or not. Stay tuned.
Who knows?
There will not be a stream from me next week. The Writers' Talk has been moved to the first Tuesday of May, just for my own sanity's sake, because I really want to focus on finishing this draft next week. So that's going to be my priorities. And although I do love the writing craft streams, it's just this is more important to me right now.
Yeah, I agree. There will be future writing craft streams to be had. People will survive. Yep. Thank you, everyone. I very much enjoyed this, and you've really helped me, get myself to write all these words. Written 20,000 words in 4 days, or 5 days. Sorry. So we're gonna get this book done. Keep on an eye out for rogues, because it seems like this is the only way I can get my fucking book done is if I'm live. So great job, me. Accidentally conditioning myself to do that. All right, we will see you guys on Wednesday. Steve will not be here on Wednesday, but it's okay. I'm going to be holding you accountable anyway. It's accountability.
I'm going to make sure to update the sheet. Might do it, literally minutes before you go live, but who knows? Who's to say?
Who knows? Fair enough. May we finish our drafts in May. Yes. All right. Bye.
Bye.